back. Streaming. I'm live. I forgot how to do it, I think, a little bit. But I have a plan. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hello, Lake. Fine. It's good to be back. I just got back from Brazil visiting my fiance, hanging out with her, and later this year we're gonna get married, so that's pretty cool. The boy's gonna be married. I never thought it would happen. Yes, I'm back. It is a brisk, I think 47 degrees here out in the shop. I'm freezing, but I have a heater here, so you can kind of see it. Little. Yeah, marriage pog. We're pogging all day. And yeah, so my plan is simple. Not simple. It is simple, but it's gonna take a while, okay? Let me know if levels are good, by the way. So I wanted to do something unhinged and challenge myself. I've wanted to do it for a couple years now, but I figured now is a good time. Things are slow, I have a bit more time around doing stuff. I'm gonna make all 151 Pokemon rings. Music could go down, okay. You got it, sir. Hey, did you hear anything? Or do I need to redo it? Or re-say it? Because I don't mind. Okay, good. No, I'm gonna make like a separate video on this, but the situation is one ring, one Pokemon. Now, there's some Pokemon that look similar. Let me see if I can bring up a picture, actually. I should have done that before, but, you know, professional streamer. Let's find an image of all of them. But it's basically, oh, this is like art. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a ring that represents at least one Pokemon. And if I can find a good picture, I will show you exactly what I mean. Let's see. Open image in a new tab. Okay. What about Pokemon with the same colors? Literally, I'm gonna address that. Because I'm not... a little bit of a scam. I'm not gonna make 151 rings. But they will be represented. I promise you that. Okay. I forgot how to stream, as it turns out. Here we go. Hello, Zion. Good to see you. Okay, I think, here we go. Yes, here we go. Whoops. Let me see if I can be a professional streamer. Don't know why it's cut off. You'll get the idea though, okay? So, we have, let's start out, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, Venusaur. Similar colors, but there's some stuff that can be done there, so I will do all three. But Ponyta and Rapidash, kind of here in the middle of this. What's the difference? What's the difference in colors? I'm not like drawing them, you know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be represented like two as one. Same with like, well, let's see, like Zubat, Golbat, they're similar. And there's also, you know, there's ones I've already done, so I will use those TikToks. I'll probably update them though with like better commentary if I do them like that. My favorite Pokemon is Mewtwo. I talked about it in a TikTok because when I was young, also my hair is here, so it looks kind of like I'm bald. I explained in a TikTok that once I had a dream as a child, I didn't have any friends, and then Mewtwo came to me in the dream, and he was my friend. And ever since then, Mewtwo's been my favorite, and purple is my favorite color. He's purple, so it is destined, okay? So, yeah. Some other things I'm gonna do, I don't know when. I'm not doing them all today, by the way. This is gonna be an ongoing series. I'm gonna make videos out of it. It'll be great. I found this nail polish in Brazil. It's like, what's the word? Iridescent or something? You see all the colors? So I wanted to put that in a ring. See what I can do with that. And then also, I found out about Flex Glue. Flex Glue has the same ingredient in it as my regular stuff that I use. So I'm potentially gonna open up a can of Dumbass, trying to make a ring with it. But to start, it's gonna be a lot of damage. I'm actually curious to see, because like, how much damage can it take? You know what I'm saying? And this is like the bottle. I've seen a lot of these bottles. They're the same. Right. So I don't know what I want to get done today, but I just wanted to go live. I was itching. I was kind of like just wanting to go and do things. 2024 has started. We're a month in. I want to get some stuff done. I want to make it a good year. So here I am. And I haven't planned these designs yet. So we are going to be flying by the seat of our pants. We're going to start with Bulbasaur. In my mind, there was two things I planned that I think would look nice. Tungsten? Tungsten ring? Let's see. Baba? And also grass. Start off strong with some grass. And then Bulbasaur is kind of like his main body, if you look at him. Let's pull him up. Pull that boy up. There we go. Pull that boy up. There you go. If you take a look at him, there's that green thing on the top of his head, or back rather. And then there's also like, it's more of like cyan colors on the rest of his body. And then there's some like spots. So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if I want it to glow. because I think I want to inlay the grass around the base of the ring on the inside there. Focus. And then like put opals and stuff on top of it. And then I just kind of figured out, because the color of the grass will represent the thing on its back, the bulb, and the opals will represent the body. Pretty simple to start, I think, but you know, I think I found the opal color I want to use. It's a little bit dark. It is cyan though. Let's see. I don't have complete control over all the opals that I get, but let's see if I can find. I don't think there will be anything closer than that, if I were to guess. This is the same color, never mind. I think I'm just gonna roll with that, and it is what it is, okay? All right, boom, ring time. Well, it fits on there. All right, I'm just improvising. My lathe is a little rusty. I haven't, I got back 2 days ago and I haven't even touched it until literally right now. Okay, and then, yeah. I'll bring the grass over. Are the levels good now? The music's fine. All of that. Nothing can go wrong. Not at all. Does it even work? It does. Now I'm going back and forth on the glow. I'm not sure exactly what I want, because I really don't think it'll shine through. Okay, not every ring has the glow. We'll save it for Ivysaur or something. Let's get it. Part of the reason why I wanted to do this is because I haven't done Pokemon rings in a long time. For entertainment purposes. For video purposes. So I'm like, well, let's come back in a big way. Let's do it again. Just like old times. See, this is what I'm thinking. And just, this will go and it'll wrap around the entire thing. You know, I have done YouTube Shorts, but I don't keep up with it like I do with TikTok or Instagram. I don't know why. I didn't think to post until you said it. And I should, because why not? It's just most of my followers are there, so I don't know, I just focus there. Trying also to make it lay flat. Come on now. There we go. Not bad. And I've never done this before, so I'm figuring it out as I go. There's some technique, I guess, here that can be used. Let's put the glue first. Then throw it down. Yeah, that's the move. That is the move. It's gonna need an extra small piece on the side, but I think it's fine. A thing about like my ring videos, most of the time what you're seeing in the video is me making the ring for the first time, and I just make it up as I go. Sometimes I mess it up and redo it, but for the most part it's that. And along with these streams, every single one will have a video. Like on TikTok, Instagram, probably YouTube Shorts. Why not? I really wanted to make this year better for myself, just personally. So I think I'm gonna add that to like my list of stuff and things that I want to like do. Post to YouTube on YouTube Shorts more. It's free real estate. Also haven't made a ring in a month, but it's like riding a bike. It's no big deal. I'm also curious to see how long the grass will last, or if it'll like stay green. I don't know if it's gonna like be preserved or not. I made a ring out of cheese once. I don't know if it was, I think it was 2 years ago now. And it hasn't molded. That's why I'm like, well, what's gonna happen? Yes, I did in fact make a ring out of cheese. The video is a couple years old, so if you haven't seen it, maybe that's another thing I should do is repost, because some people haven't seen it. I hate the idea of it though, but you gotta play the game. This year I'm playing the game. I'm playing the video game. The social media video game. Pressing flowers removes the water from them? Really? I guess it makes sense when I think about it. It's something I've never thought about. The same thing would happen to humans. It's coming along. I did a few bigger pieces. I'm just gonna layer them all. Layer a few pieces like over each other. I could probably take. I have 3 more pieces because I think I accidentally put my arm where I have them, which you can't see right now. I put my arm there and they moved. Because I usually do that. Just as like a support. It's starting to turn into something. It's a little bit darker than I was imagining originally, but it's more true to life. And I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I get to like Executor. Like, do I put eggshells in it? I guess I could do that. Talking to yourself works sometimes. Eggshells, never thought of it. I need to go to the store. The question is, do I do white eggs or those brown ones? Or both, yeah, that might be good. Yeah, the very last ring will be Mewtwo King. Imagine. The thing is with Mewtwo is that I've done it twice. And I might do it again. I shouldn't have done two at once. I shouldn't have done that. Snakeskin for Ekans. Yo, though. I don't know where to get snakeskin. And I'm pretty sure it would have to be like fake. Because you know how the internet is. Let's see. Can the Pikachu ring shock you? How would that work? How would I do that? I know it's a joke, but like, it gets my mind going. And I already did a Pikachu ring. So that I'm counting that. Bro doesn't want to stay down. There it is. Counting the ones you've done, how many do you still need to do? I did actually count, and I believe it was like 87, counting the ones that I've done and the ones that will represent multiple Pokemon. Like Grimer and Muck, like what do you even do? I have no idea for what that could be. Come on now. Come on now. There it is. Purple resin. Like the goo, ASMR goo. I thought about doing like a pattern because it's like a lighter purple and a darker one, like light purple, dark, light, dark, something like that. But I'm not sure. If I start to think about the scale of the project, I start to get overwhelmed, so I'm just starting with Bulbasaur. That's a funny thing about Voltorb, because I thought the exact same thing. And I was thinking about making it like a shit post, like I take it, like, okay, here's Voltorb, and like the next video is like, okay, I'm doing Electrode now. Just flip it over. I need to go and get some more blades of grass, which is not something I would ever think to say. So I will be right back. Surely I won't need more than that. But let's take out the shitty pieces first. You shall not pass. The only streamer to have touched grass before is me. The only streamer who has inspected grass for the best pieces of grass is also me. Okay, I'm rocking with these pieces. These can work. That's my streamer. You work in a nursery like the plants, you mean, right? Okay, there's a nice big piece here I'm gonna use. I'm gonna put bro right here. First streamer to call grass bro. Hype. Clip it. Ship it. You weed the pots, you touch grass? Wow. You also have a wife, which, like, if I'm remembering correctly, you have a wife. Which, like, to me, that's like auto touch grass. I'm working on having a wife. We're in the process. But I'm like double, because I'm touching grass and I also am having a wife. Fiance for now. You gotta deal with visas and the sort, it's a nightmare. If anyone's watching who's thinking about like doing a long distance with someone and like eventually marrying, just know that the process takes a long time. Like over a year. Well, she needs to be here first if she wants to, but I don't think she will. She's not that kind of person, and I'm not gonna push her. Although I think she is gonna help me make rings at first. So that'll be PogChamp. Literally anyone that I talk to, literally everyone, every single person that I mention about the visa process and all of this stuff, they always go, what about 90-day fiance? And I'm like, bro, it's not like that. You have the thing is, when people come here to the US on a fiance visa, you have 90 days to marry. That's how it works. If you don't marry within that 90 days, you get deported. You go back. And then it's much harder to get back in. That's where the name comes from. But up until that point, you're spending, like if you're by yourself, a year, year and a half, 2 years, I've heard, even the other day, dealing with immigration stuff and all that. It's not very fun. And you gotta make sure your stuff is right. And there's a lot of stuff. And the forms aren't always clear. That's the most frustrating part. It's like, do you need this or not? Sometimes you don't need it. Oh, and then it's like, okay, but do I have the right stuff? Like, help? YouTube, help? The best part is when they ask for something that's only on like the smallest detail on one page on the internet that you were supposed to absolutely have, but they don't mention it anywhere else. And then you find that out on YouTube, and it's like, what? I've never heard of this. I know that there is like some other way. Like there's special companies that expedite the process. Because I heard of a streamer that it happened to. Like they're trying to immigrate here and they got denied, and then someone saw it and they're like, hey, I work for this company. We can help you out. And she was like, okay. Oh, what was her name? I can't remember her name. I've never watched a stream of hers, but I remember hearing about it. It's one of the bigger streamers. Alinity. Alinity. That was her name. The only reason I didn't know her is because she goes on streams of other streamers that I like sometimes, or has done in the past. That's true though. It's going to say I have to hang out with my wife. Unironically looking forward to that. This year, this year and last year, I used an app called Keeper for my taxes. They scan all your purchases. This is not an ad, obviously. And they show you like, hey, is this a write-off? Did you use this for business? You say yes or no. And then they keep track of that. And then when you're done with all that, you can file with the app. And they have like a real person look at all the stuff and be like, yeah, this is good, send it. And they send it to the IRS for you. I was like, great, I don't have to think about this. Sign me up. The only annoying thing about it is that if you don't keep track of it throughout all the year, you have to go through like all of the year, make sure like hey, what was this? Random PayPal purchase, because it doesn't say on your bank statement. And you're like, well, I don't know. But other than that, it's great. Another great excuse. Except for me, my future wife would be making the plans, so I can't really use that. Okay, we're pretty much wrapped on this ring. Wrapped in grass. I am, however, thinking of like putting, like, let's see. You can see how this part of the ring has like a little more like texture than like, let's say, this part of the ring. Wait, where'd it go? This part? Thinking about adding just like a few smaller pieces. Just to make it more visually appealing. Appealing. That is what I will do. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to film the process. I was too busy thinking about stream. Ay ay ay. First day going great. I think for the video I'll just do like another one. Kinda just to make it make more sense, I guess. It really grinds my gears. How could I forget? The entire reason I'm doing this. Not sure how clean this is going to turn out. If it's not cool, I might redo the whole thing. Gotta start off strong with the series. Probably should be keeping my sleeves up too. Not that I'm in any danger, but it's just good practice. Boop. It's getting goopy here. We're the goop troop. Not too much more now. Do I have song request on? I do not. The reason being is because I'm using Streamlabs and I need to like not use Streamlabs and use OBS instead, to be honest. You can point and laugh, I know. I can't hear the beat, so I don't know what you're talking about. But I hope it's just... I hope it's like imagine Drake being in a Looney Tunes style cartoon. That's what I hope it's like. Dude, I'm thinking, I'm putting more thought into it, and I really do want a Drake cartoon. Like, old Tom and Jerry style. And instead of like big band orchestra music, it's like yoinky sploinky beats. Can we make it happen? Who would Drake be in this? If you're talking about the Tom and Jerry thing, I think he would be Tom, right? Am I wrong in thinking that? I think like 1 or 2 more pieces and then this is fine. Now I'm also thinking about replacing the Tom and Jerry music with rap beats. Or like rap songs just in general. Imagine. My wife said Drake would be Tom and Jerry would be a minor. What? Hey Arnold, but Arnold is Drake. Drake is Arnold. Doug is kind of the prototype incel. I'm speechless at that one. I don't know what to think of that. Okay, here's how this conversation's gonna go. What rappers would go in what cartoons, right? Like what cartoon would 21 Savage be in? Adventure Time. Or it can be like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, but like instead of imaginary friends, they're just rappers. And instead of like a, I don't know. I was just thinking like, what's a show with a lot of characters that a lot of rappers could be in? Ed and Eddie with Drake, Academics, and Budden. Oh my god. Imagine. Big Brother, but with rappers. Ooh, okay, wait. That would be some... The show would write itself, honestly. I'm making Pokemon rings talking about rappers. What has my life come to? I just think I need like one little piece on the side right here. Damn. Yeah, we have to... Okay. We have to come up with the first Big Brother Rapper Edition roster. Hang on, this'll be our new event. Right after... Let me put this piece of grass in. And then we can make Big Brother rappers. What a sentence. Okay, I think the first part of that is done. Let's see, hold on. I know this is a ring thing, but like, there's important discussions to be had. Okay. Oh, I don't want to get glue on my computer. Let's see. Let me pull up a document here. Let me pull up a different document. Come on. I'm streaming. Oh, does it not want to do it? No. Ah, here we go. Okay. Maybe. Where is the thing? Okay. Ah, okay. Pro streamer. Alright, can you... Bruv. Okay, we have something going. Okay, the question is, how many people are in Big Brother? Because I have no idea. Yes, probably will have to Google. We all know what Big Brother is, but we don't know. Okay, I think Drake should be on there. Nas X. Jack Harlow. Young Gravy. Cardi. Oh yeah. Nicki too? Who else? Should we put Ice Spice? We gotta mix it up, fellas. Meg, sure. Should we put Denzel? Let me look. How many contestants in Big Brother A group of 12 to 18. Zach Fox would be a wild card. So we have 3, 6, 9, 10. Got 2 to how many? It was 12 to 18. 2 to 6 left. Kendrick. Lil Yachty was a good one. Also, it's not showing up. Whoops. Bro. No. What's the key command, guys? Tell me. There we go. Doja would be the first one to sign up. How about Migos? But all of them. As one person. #21 has to be in there, especially because of the Aiden Ross thing that went on. There's only 2 Migos now. I don't. Last time I knew there was last time I even thought of Migos, there was 2 or 3 of them. Let's see. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. One of them died. Damn. Kodak. What's the rapper lore? We need to figure this out. What happened to him? I know rappers, I just don't keep up with any of them. Takeoff died? Damn. Well. Salute. Rest in peace. Who else? Rest in peace, but who else? Tyler, yes. With 17, we have one more for a full roster. Snoop, of course, of course. Of course, it has to be him. I'll be real, I think Snoop could take that entire thing. So here's our roster. Vince and Kenny could host. Yeah, they could, what's the woman's name? The hosts? You know who I'm talking about though, right? Kenny could be like the main host. So the question is now, how far would each of them get? Like, who's out first, for like realistically? Jack? Probably. I think Snoop could sweep it. There's also to consider the challenges. What would the challenges be? You know what I'm saying? Like, would they be related to rap? Or would they be like... What if they were just like normal? Anyway. Let's put it over here. I feel sorry for anyone coming into this channel right now. And they see me making a Pokemon ring in Big Brother Rapper Edition. This is not how I thought the stream would go today, honestly. But you know what? I'm glad it did. I think they would have to be the normal challenges. Because like the normal physical challenges is like, it's kind of like you either win or you don't. Like if it was rapping challenges, it's like kind of subjective. And their styles are different, so it's kind of like, I don't know. Okay, now we can put opals. I'm gonna crush them up really fast and then put them. Who would be like the wild card in the competition? Like you wouldn't expect them to get this far. I'm looking at the list. Zach, he could be a wild card for many reasons. I feel like Gravy would make it like to the middle and then be out. I feel like Nas would be, he'd be like the most sinister one, like the one who would come up with plans to try to get other people out, spread misinformation and chaos. Actually, you know what I want to do is I'll take these full-size opal pieces and put them in. I think that'll be better. That is true. Like Gravy's like, I don't know much about him, but he's just, everyone is, he's just one of those people. He just is. It's like you can't really hate him. Just look at him. And he's very unapologetically himself. The funny guys would get pretty far. Let me put a catcher under this. Who would win the most competitions is also another thing I want to think about. Like, who would just dominate? Nos and Megan alliance. That's something I could see happening. And Nos would be like one of the craziest things would happen, like where they come back and they get to like fight because the people voted him off, and then he's like back and everyone's like, oh shit. Oops. I don't like this piece. And am I wrong thinking that Ice Spice would be like one of those, she'd like kind of like drift underneath, like let everyone take the spotlight and fight each other, and she'd kind of just be in the background waiting for the right moment to strike? As like a real strategy? Or am I crazy? Meg versus Ice Spice, who would win? Oh man. I'm thinking and I don't know. Also, we haven't addressed the elephant in the room, which is Drake. What would happen to Drake? I feel like Drake would like win a few times, but then like he'd get sick of it and then just kind of like give up and want to go home. Guess who forgot to film again? Doing great. Drake would win one of those immunity passes and somehow still get voted out the same week. That's true. That's very true. Like, either he'd get sick of it and he'd want to quit, or like people would get sick of him and they'd vote him out. Because I feel like Drake would start some shit with some people for no reason. Or maybe that's part of his plan, I don't know. This sure is a ring. He would make one of those speeches. I don't know, I just get that vibe. One thing I like about this conversation is that we're mostly in agreement with all of these opinions. Like, it's less about the music and more about like their personalities. They assembled the cast one morning. Say, we found secret footage of Drake trying to enter Nas's ex room. I can see it happening. Yeah, that one picture of him, like, he looks like he's screaming at a metal show. I love that picture so much. Whoever took that picture is God. We're covering a lot of the grass right now, but when I sand it down, it's gonna be more apparent. Because in case y'all forgot, I'm making a ring. Okay. Think a piece here. There is one song that requires that much force. Running through the 6, yeah. Especially with the bass boost, of course. I feel like if Drake was actually yelling like that, he would just sound normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine that picture, but like with Drake's voice. Like regular rapping voice. Like he as a human has like a volume limit. I heard someone say once that like for some rappers, and I think this is true, for some of them the beat just always carries them because like people want to listen to the beat more. Where else, guys? Where else do I put one? Here? That key? That didn't quite go as I was expecting. The best rappers are the opposite. They hop on terrible beats and kill it. That is true. I think the best part of this conversation is the fact that I don't listen to rap. I do know these people, but I don't, and I have heard like 1 or 2 of their songs like each. But I don't listen to rap for the most part. But don't tell anyone, okay? Oh, Soulja Boy would be so good. Soulja Boy can be on season 2. Because you know a show like this would murder. It would just kill. The problem is getting everyone together. Season 2 should be like how about like early 2000s to mid 2000s rappers. Soulja Boy. I think Lil B deserves to be in one as well. Season 2. Alright. Soulja Boy's at the top. 50 Cent? He had his blood on the sand. How can you beat him? But we gotta put him there. He deserves a spot. You can't not. Luda. Wayne. You're talking about Ludacris, right? Okay, everything's inlaid on this ring. How cool is that? Ja Rule. Okay, maybe we can extend it into like 90s rappers too. That are still around. But like their heyday was in the 90s. Alright, we can start sealing this bad boy. I got one. Does that count? Good old Fred Durst? That counts. We're just remaking the Def Jam Fight for New York roster. You have a point. Just put all of them on. We don't have to make the rest of the list. Just put them on. Dude, Fred Durst has a chainsaw. What? A chainsaw. What are you gonna do? Fred Durst didn't pack his clothes, he packed a chainsaw. What? He needs something to break. If you don't give Fred Durst something to break right now, well, you're gonna get it. Alien Ant Farm? I don't know anything about Alien Ant Farm besides that they did the Michael Jackson song. Which, when I was younger, I thought was their own song. I didn't realize it was a Michael song. How does that qualify them? 2 Chainz. Bergen Will wouldn't do it. Okay guys, I'm sealing the ring. We probably won't be able to sand it down today though, but it will be sealed, ready to go. You know what? It's funny you said LMFAO because I was thinking that and I was like, no, no. Gym class. Okay, now we're just talking about bands, not rappers. Any of the ASAP guys? We could do like a Big Brother band edition, but instead of like you put entire bands on it, not like one person from a band, and they compete as a unit. Travis. You know what? Screw it. How am I even writing this down? I have a text edit document that I'm capturing the window of. That's the only thing I could think of how to do it on the spot. It's too good of an idea to like not investigate further. Like, what if we put in Limp Bizkit and also like, who else? What would be a good band? I'm trying to think of who would go up against Limp Bizkit and have a chance, but I'm not even sure. Ozzy? Ozzy ain't doing too well. Like, he's still kicking, but his health is kind of like going down. Which is crazy. After all this stuff, all the stories you hear about him doing all that, everything. He's done everything. Do you remember the Ozzy Wow commercials? The nu metal bands, yeah, okay. Nu metal. So we could do Limp Bizkit, Korn. I never really saw Metallica. Definitely not Metallica. I never really saw Slipknot as a nu metal. I don't know. Static X? They're more industrial. Damn, what are the nu metal bands? They came up during the nu metal. That is true. I think that's why most people think of them that way. Like, they're nu metal, but not really. Like, if you listen to nu metal bands and then listen to Slipknot, there's like a noticeable difference. Yeah, I need to switch to OBS because, like, I was talking to US Marine and he's telling me all these cool things about his stream and stuff that he can do. And I'm like, how do you do that? He's like, oh, I use OBS. And I was like, well, that's my problem. I just thought it'd be better to get it up, start it up quicker. It's better to stream than to not. I did spend a lot of time setting up what I do have, trying to figure it out. Like, what I understand about OBS is like the fact that it's pretty similar to Streamlabs. Just Streamlabs is more like tailored to people who don't know how to use OBS, basically. But from what I understand, you can do more with it. So basically, for this process, it's kind of going a little fast. You're building up layers of sealant, and I need to take some steel wool to my lathe so everything can cure and all that. We getting rusty up in here. We are rusty. I'm still on Brazilian time. I woke up at like 7 a.m. Maybe a little before. Usually I'm up at like 9. But there I was waking up at like noon. We could probably get rid of this for now. Where I'm at, they were 5 hours ahead. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is kind of where I was waking up, so it makes sense. And we weren't even going to bed that late. It was like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. sometimes. You'd wake up like, holy shit. Why so long? Brazil's just generally a more relaxed place. You can definitely chill pretty hard in Brazil. Back in high school during the summer, I would stay up till like 5 a.m. and then go to I'd wake up at 2 p.m. Those were the days. I think the only time I've ever stayed up like 24 hours is when Smash Brothers Brawl came out. If it wasn't 24 hours, it was definitely like well into the morning. Like I was playing it all night. I beat Subspace Emissary. I think I got all the characters. I must have. Because I think that's when I stopped, when I beat it. Oh, drop my thing. And then, like, my dad came in. He's like, he looked at me for a second, because it was early. He wakes up early. He's like, did you go to bed? I was like, no. He's like, he just stared at me. He's like, you're gonna regret this. Because I had school the next day. I was in what, like 6th grade? 6th grade is when the Wii came out, so it must have been 6th grade. And I haven't really had a reason to stay up that long. Even traveling to Brazil, it's like over 24 hours of travel, but I get at least like 1 or 2 hours of sleep. It's rough sleeping on planes. I don't know if anyone here has done that or can do that. It's not even like the noise thing, because I prefer having some sort of noise when I sleep, like a fan or something like that. It's just the seats. The seats are so uncomfortable. I think airlines as a whole have some, like, they have some growing to do. They need to figure out their seat situation. Some people can get on a plane and go to sleep instantly, and I'm so jealous of those people because it must be so easy. Like, you get on the plane, go to sleep, you wake up and you're there. That sounds awesome. It's like teleporting in a way. I didn't see it earlier, but the mage has followed, and thank you for that. If you're still around, I don't know. Since I'm moving around, I don't have like the volume up on my computer, so I don't hear notifications. Oh, don't worry, there's always time to talk shit about Drake, always. There's never not a good time. I told you earlier I'm still on Brazil time. I can't remember if I sprayed or not. It feels like the evening to me, but I looked at the clock and it's only 3. I'm like, jeez. It takes like a week for me to get back to normal, but there's something kind of tight about waking up super early and like getting stuff done. It's like, oh, I have the rest of the day. Where it was like, before, I would fill my entire day up. Like, I'd get up at 9. I would start like editing, doing video stuff. It'd be like 1, 2, then go do rings, and next thing I know, it's like 9 p.m. Like today I edited, I did some music stuff, now I'm streaming and doing rings. And I still have some of the day to go. It's like hacks. It's hacks for life. The Stoics like that. They're like, wake up early, it's good for you. I'm starting to believe them. Remember when he got really friendly with Millie Bobby Brown? I do remember, but I think most people forgot. It's the thing about the internet and being canceled, I've noticed. You can't be canceled if you don't want to, pretty much. Well, being canceled these days is like being yelled at. It used to be like you got your account terminated, you were wiped from the internet, you lost sponsors and your job. Now it's just people yelling at you. And if you don't want to be canceled, just keep doing what you're doing. And use the block button. It only really works on people who have a soul and can feel guilt. That's true, but I think context matters too. Like, what are you being canceled over? Is it a real problem, or is it like people are mad because you didn't like their video game? Because if it's the latter, then come on now. Come on. But if you are doing some heinous shit, then yes, you should be canceled. Remember when Nikki worked with it admitted, can't say that word, and faced no repercussions? Well, it is what it is. It's not right, of course. It's kind of weird because, like, man, how do I say this? I don't want to get myself in trouble. It's like people's fan base are quick to forget. Like, you shouldn't condone their actions, but also, like, you should call them on their BS? I don't know. That's a conversation I need to sit and think about before I continue this thought. These people be yapping all the time. They just be saying stuff. Sometimes you need to sit and think. And that's okay. We're pretty much sealed, fellas. And others. We just gotta kind of like wait for this to like dry, and then we've gotta wait a few hours for it to cure. And I've been streaming longer than I thought it would take. I thought I could knock that out in under an hour. Apparently not. It is what it is. This camera is making me realize I should save. I need to save again. As far as streaming goes, it's like, okay, I think I'll stream just my work. Might as well. If I'm doing all these rings and stuff. And then obviously they're gonna be TikToks and stuff. I don't know when this stuff is gonna be like done, like the series, because there's some other stuff going on in life, like marriage, and my future wife's coming. So there'll be just some priorities I have to be sure that I take care of first, as much as I'd love to just make rings all day. There's also my other jobs and hobbies and music and stuff and family, friends. You know, life. How long is my hair? Right now it is... Let's pull this thing out. It is this long. It goes to there. It used to be a little longer, but I cut it before I went to Brazil because wife requested that my hair not be longer than hers. Okay, darling. Good one. It's too dangerous to keep it down, and also too cold to not use a hoodie, so I'm using. John Romero. What's John Romero up to? What's bro doing? John Romero is the creator of Doom. And that's all you really need to know about him. And he's kind of just like the guy. You met him? That's cool. Is he as chill as he comes across? I don't really think John Romero needs to do anything else. Like, if you make Doom, you're good. If I trim my beard and grease my hair, I'd be Steven Seagal. Hold on, I need to look at this. Steven Seagal has a few years on me. He's 71? Jesus. I think he should try to remake Daikatana. Just give it a proper go. Just do it. We're in an age of the internet bullshit where that can work. That's sick, making games with your wife. What time is it? It's almost 4. On a secret Unreal 5. I'm so excited for Unreal 5, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the tech demos, like, the stuff you can do with it, I think people are just starting to, like, scratch the surface of it. Like, think in the next 5 years, you're not gonna believe the shit they're gonna come out with. And another thing that's cool, like, tech-wise, I think, is the Vision Pro from Apple, you know? The not VR, not AR, the goggles. She's behind the Wizardry games. That's crazy. They're just the best, apparently. Remember the Oregon Trail? I don't think I ever played Oregon Trail officially, but I remember I have this vague memory of playing some sort of like rip-off of it. I have no idea what it was. I just downloaded Death Stranding for your phone. I haven't played it yet because it's like 56 gigabyte download for some reason. Like, the initial app is 1 gig, and then you start it up, and before you can do anything, it says, oh, we have to download 15 more gigs. And then I read later, like, yeah, they download the rest of it after you start. I'm like, Jesus, dude. And I still haven't played it, I'm so curious. But another game that I downloaded, well, not downloaded, I got, was Persona 3 Reload, which I'm gonna say I think Persona 3 is the best Persona. For me, it's 3, 4, and then 5, I guess. They're the only ones I've played, to be honest. When I was growing up, I went to a private Christian school and we didn't play computer games. You know, Fallout 4, people gave that game a lot of crap, but I still want to go back and play it from time to time, not gonna lie. Persona 2 clears them all though. Yeah. That's the one where Hitler's the final boss, literally, right? Or is that Persona 1? It sounds like a Persona 2 thing. I don't know why they don't do anything with those, man. It's all about 3, 4, and 5. They keep remaking and doing different spin-offs and everything. Like, come on. I think it deserves. It deserves, you know, some sort of remake or re-release or something. I don't know if it is. Yeah, like, literally the final boss of Persona 2, spoilers, is Hitler. Literally. And if that doesn't make you want to try the game, then I don't know what will. I'm down for a Persona 1 and 2 remake. I feel like I should just go back and play them though. He is also wearing sunglasses. We're not joking. Like, we're not exaggerating. It is literally Hitler. Look up Persona 2 Final Boss. See for yourself. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. There's some heavy machinery. Dreadnought, thank you for following. I appreciate that. And then there's so many other good games. Final Fantasy, the second part of the remake is coming out later. Palworld came out, and I'm very interested to try that, honestly. It came out while I was in Brazil, so I didn't get a chance to download it, and I was hoping Pokemon wouldn't be like, nope. How did it feel playing those games back to back? Breath of the Wild and then into Tears of the Kingdom? Because I imagine it's a lot. Something's going on. Oh, they're just closing the shop. You didn't like 100% it, right? Tears of the Kingdom is like everything I wanted in a sequel, to be honest. Like, it took everything and they took out the annoying stuff, kept the stuff that made it good, and then added cool stuff. And the building stuff is just some of the stuff I've seen. It's crazy. I can feel how that, I can see how that's jarring because it's basically like it's kind of the same game. Like, it's a direct sequel and you get used to playing it one way and then it's like, no, we're taking that. Here's this now. I can see how that's jarring. I think you should have waited, yeah. Because, like, in my opinion, like, you spend so much time in one game and then you go to the next and it's a little bit different, but it's mostly the same. Which isn't a bad thing, by the way. But you don't want to get burned out, is the thing. I loved the intro, though. I loved because it was like brand new and you're coming back to the world and you're getting the new stuff and it's like, whoa. So I'm wondering about this flex glue. So these two, this is cyano, and this contains cyanoacrylate, which is glue. And the thing they say is contains ethyl cyanoacrylate. They both literally say that. So I'm thinking these are, if they're not the same, they're extremely similar. And I'm also looking at this. This also contains ethyl 2 cyanoacrylate. I don't know if that's how you say it out loud, to be honest. I know the first part is cyano, like it has to be. Or maybe it's cyano, I don't know. We in the biz just call it CA. I have some more, like I have a different brand here. This one doesn't say. It just says it's cyano. Cyano. It could be, I don't know. I don't think much about like how to pronounce words. That's why I thought Gojira's name was Gojira for a long time. I didn't bother to look it up. You didn't see that. Alright. There's not much else to do right now. It's the inaugural Pokemon Ring stream. I'm going to call it for now. Next time I will inlay another one, but then I could also send this one, so it's like, wow, we've made one, cool. How long does it take to set? So like, right now, I could go to this thing, I touch it, it's hard, but it's not cured. It has to like bond together and all that stuff. And you can set it instantly with an accelerator, which hardens it. You still need to let it cure though. Sludge Wave vids looking different these days. They sure are. Yeah, he's been spinning it the whole time he's off camera. And he's not talking. I also might try once I kind of get back more into like life, like schedule and stuff, because a lot of new things are happening with YouTube as well, which is my other job, if you don't know. I run a YouTube channel with my dad. That's completely changing. And I have to trying to see where things fit in, but I wanted to get a stream in just because I was like, I don't know, I just want to do stuff. And it's only 4. So like when I get back on my time schedule, I might try night streams. I don't know what would be better. Afternoon or night, I'm not doing mornings. What do I do for my dad's channel? I record, edit, and upload videos. My dad is the talent, as we would say. I just throw him in front of the camera and tell him talk about this, and he can just do it automatically. But everything's changing. We're doing different stuff. We're gonna focus more on shorts, like to an extreme extent. Because we normally upload 3 videos a week, and we've done that for 5 years. It'll be 5 years on Valentine's Day is when I started. But now we're gonna do shorts every single day, and then a long form video a week, and we're gonna see how that does. Because things are kind of like static right now. I thought it does do that. Like there's a short section and a regular section. I don't know. I don't really watch shorts. I haven't even really been on TikTok for a while. I just posted today. Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. So yeah, and I'm going to try to post to like TikToks and Reels and Shorts more frequently. I kind of want to get a few rings made, pre-made first. So like, let's say I'm 10 rings deep and then I post this Bulbasaur one, and then they kind of like stagger. Like I can keep working and I don't have to thinking out loud. But yeah, it was a nice stream. It was cool to let off some like creative steam, you know? So I'm gonna call it. I don't know when the next stream will be. I think tomorrow is an editing day for me. We're gonna try the new stuff for YouTube I was mentioning, so I have to kind of change the way that I do that. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your, it's Saturday, right? Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thank you for stopping by. Tune in next time. We'll finish the Bulbasaur. We'll start Ivysaur, which I have to come up with something to do with that. And then we'll just go in order, I think. I might skip around. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud again. Thank you. Bye-bye.